New tonight, a moment of healing for one Gahanna family has turned into a feeling of gratitude. Tonight, 10 TV's Bryant Somerville tells us how they're grateful for the life of their son and for the man who saved him.
For me, this story started with an email. For him, it started here at the crossroads of US 62 and Ole Ridenour Road. Lee Shaffer was headed home after leaving work last week. The 19-year-old hopped on his motorcycle, got on I-670, then the off-ramp for 62. And that is all he remembers.
Are you lucky to be alive?
I believe I'm very lucky to be alive.
According to reports obtained by 10 TV, witnesses claim Shaffer allegedly ran a red light and hit a car that was turning. Another alleges speed might have been a factor. Shaffer says he doesn't remember the intersection or the red light, but admits, knowing him, he was probably going above the speed limit.
I know I should have been dead. If it weren't for the two police officers that were at the scene, I very much would have been dead.
One of those officers who stepped in.
Hi, how you doing?
Jason Jones, who, as fate would have it, was in his patrol car just in front of the accident. Close enough, something from the wreck hit his cruiser. He says Shaffer was thrown, landed in the trees on the side of the road.
I was expecting him to not be alive, but he was, and that was great news there at that point.
He and another officer grabbed Shaffer, pulled him to safety. Jones, thinking quickly,
I think it was pretty critical at that time.
Tied a tourniquet around Shaffer's left leg. Doctors would later say that tourniquet probably had an impact on stopping the bleeding and saving his life.
Relax the stupid bum leg.
Shaffer lost his leg, amputated just above the knee. But he didn't lose his life.
I don't have enough words or gratitude in me at all to thank him enough.
Lee's father, Greg,
they saved my son's life.
Wanting the world to know what the officers did, sent this email to 10 TV. Happy to share a message of hope and appreciation. But as most heroes do,
I'm just glad I was in the right place at the right time for him that day.
Jones doesn't want the credit.
I was just doing my job.
But I imagine from your position, you don't see it that way.
No, not at all. Yeah, that's what he's trained to do, and I'm thankful that he was there. I can't say that any other officer would have done the same thing, but it happened to be him. God put him there at that time, at that place, at that moment, to do what he did.
Greg even going so far to thank those two officers in person. The intersection of US 62 and Ole Ridenour Road will always be remembered by a father who sent an email as the place where two people met at the crossroads of gratitude and decency. Bryant Somerville, 10 TV News.
What a story. Well, Shaffer is supposed to head to a physical rehab facility in Westerville tomorrow, where he is expected to be for at least 10 days. He says he plans on using this moment to help others in the future who might go through similar situations. Gahanna police say the motorcycle crash is still under investigation.